Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. Today's video we are drawing Emerl from Sonic Battle on the GBA. Very cool character, kinda, what is it? Not underestimated, but underrated characters from Sonic. I like Emerl, I think he's pretty cool. But anyway, this video was requested by MD Hassan, or Hosen. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry if I butchered it, but thank you so much for the request. I actually thought I drew Emerl before, but I guess I did not, because I didn't see him on the playlist. So we're drawing him today. So yeah, without further ado, let's get our pencils ready. Oh, and before we start, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That always helps me out. And yeah, so let's begin. Alright guys, so we got our clean sheet here. Just fix the camera a little bit. And so what we're going to start out doing for Emerl here is we're going to draw a nice decent sized circle about this big on the paper here. And then right underneath it we're going to kind of get like another circle here. And then we're going to get like a tiny little circle here for like his waist. We're going to get kind of like an oval around there. And then we're going to get kind of like his upper leg here, and it's going to go into his foot. And then here, got like a joint here, it'll go down. We're going to get like his leg into his foot here. Then we're going to get a nice little circle right about here, and a line going down. And then his arm's going to be right about here, with his hand right about there. And then his hand's going to be right about here. You get a little oval. Little circle here with a line, but that's pretty much it for the gesture that we need. Again, a lot of circles, a lot of ovals, but it'll all come together as we go on. So I'm going to start with his head here, and his head's not that bad. If you want to, you can draw the crosshairs. They'd be something like this. But we're going to start off with like kind of like his this big shape that he has on his head, and basically just kind of extends out like this. And kind of goes down like this, so it kind of gets like a little bit of like a water droplet type shape to it there, like that. So now we got that done. We can draw two big kind of ovals where his eyes are supposed to be, like so. And now we can start going into detail. So I'm going to start off with this eye. And we're going to start right here, and basically what you want to do is draw a nice little curve line that kind of curves up like this. Kind of want to make it a little straighter as it goes into like this big oval shape. Here like that. So you want a shape that looks something like this. And then here what it's going to do is kind of go off here, kind of go into kind of like this little V shape as it goes up. I know I'm going off camera here, but I'll just draw the shape in first, darken it in. That's in a curve down and in like that. So you should get like almost like a horn looking shape right there. And then right in the center here, we're going to get a nice decent size oval like so. And then we're going to get a nice little curve line going around it like that, right through the middle. And now that we get that done, we can draw in his eye here. And it's basically just kind of like this nice little oval that kind of wraps up and in like that. And now what we're going to do here is start kind of right at the edge of the eye here and draw a curve line curving up. And we'll start right about here. And basically what we're going to do is draw a slightly larger circle than what we have here as it goes up and around there like that. I'm going to keep it a little bit light on this side because we're going to draw like his ear thing that he has here, which is basically just kind of like this big oval like so. And actually that was pretty good. So I'm going to darken this in like that. And now what we're going to do is draw another oval. But what you want to do is keep it very close to like this side and then farther away from this side. So to draw that in, it looks something like this. And again, I intentionally kept it closer to this side than this one. And then once you got that down, all you need to do is just draw 2 parallel lines in the middle like that. It doesn't actually have to be going this way, it could be any way you want. Just draw 2 parallel lines intersecting through the middle, and then we can darken in this portion. And I'm actually going to erase just to clear everything up here. Erase some of the guidelines that we have. Like that. And again, a thing for Emerald, his head is very rounded, so you want to make sure you maintain that like round shape as you make them. So just a little tip. And then now we could draw the detail lines. So he's going to have one curved line going right up there, a curved line going here, and they're going to like wrap around the circle too. Another one under that eye, and then one going straight down the middle there, like that. And that's pretty much it for his head. Very simple, nothing too crazy. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to draw in his shoulder and his arm first. Or actually we'll draw in his shoulder, like part of his arm, get his upper body, then finish off his arm. So basically what you want to do is have a nice, decent sized circle right about here, like this. And then off that circle, what you're going to do is get 2 parallel lines that go down like that. And then they'll connect in kind of like right around his waistline. But now that we got this done, we'll go into his body here. So very simply right here, you're just going to draw a nice little curve line that connects into his head there. And then for here, it's going to kind of curve down, kind of go straight across, dip down a little bit like this, go straight across again, and then curve up and around like this. And then for his neck, you're going to get kind of like a nice little curve line like this. It's going to go across and then curve up. And then you just see a little bit of his neck right here, which you could just draw in with like a little bit of a curve line, like so. And then here what we're going to do is you're basically going to get 3 circles. So we're going to get one here, and one here, like that, right in the center. And then what you're going to do is start right about here and just draw a nice little curve line that hugs this little curve on all 3 of the circles here. So you give them a little bit of depth. And then now that we got that down, we could just draw kind of like starting from here, just kind of like a curve line that goes around and then up right about there. And now we're going to do his arm, and then we'll work on the rest of his body. But his arm's kind of in front of everything, so we're going to handle that first. So to get his arm, what you're going to do is draw a nice kind of decent size kind of oval around this arm part right here. And then what you're going to do is draw another oval, kind of a little bit more elongated, right about there like that. And then what we're going to do is go down, and we're going to get to a point here, or actually what we could do is go down, draw a curve line, so you're going to get like this nice kind of cylinder type shape. And at the edges of these, we're just going to go down and in, like this, and then curve it together like that. So very simple, nothing too hard. Now we're going to draw his hand, and his hand's probably the hardest part about him in this pose. So what we're going to do is draw a nice kind of like decent sized circle. That's pretty good. But then what we're going to do is get kind of like an arc here. So it'll be like an arc like this. And then we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. And again, they're going to kind of follow this arc that we have on the circle. And then one's going to go out here, 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 and then there. And then the thumb will be doing its own thing over here. But what we're going to do for the fingers, now that we got like these center lines here, what you're going to want to do is draw kind of like a V almost, like that. And then we're just going to draw a nice curve line that wraps around. And you get kind of like this hot dog looking shape, like that. And then same thing on here, we're going to get that V. And then just draw another little hot dog looking shape right here for this finger. Same thing here, we're going to get that kind of V. And it's going to curve here, touch the top of that line, and then go in. And then one more here, so we're going to just get a little curve line. I'll go in and around, like that. And once we got that in, we could kind of darken in this line right there. And we can darken in this line right here. And then the thumb will simply kind of go out, curve in, like that. So that's the basic shape. We're going to get some more detail in here now. I'm going to erase all the guidelines because we're going to need it to kind of clear up. And here's the kind of like the good thing about drawing light gesture lines is I can see the lines that like I want now, and the gesture lines are gone. And I'm going to use that right now to our advantage. So basically his fingers are segmented. So what that means is kind of like at the edge here, you're going to get a nice set of curved parallel lines like that. And then you're going to get another set kind of back here like that. And you're going to get that on all of them. And you want to keep them real close like that. And then another one here like that. And another one about here. And then same thing on this one, just kind of two kind of parallel lines like that. So that's good that I got that down. And now when I redraw the shape in, I'm going to leave like the gaps empty. Like that. Just kind of connect them. And again, this is one of the benefits of drawing light when you start. Is the fact that you can do that. And make little changes as you go on. And now for the thumb here, very simple. It's basically going to go down here. You're going to get that little curve line like that, and then it's going to just go into the thumb portion, and then you just kind of connect the lines in like this. And basically all you do is in between the gaps, you're going to just make two connecting lines that are like slightly shorter than the rest. And then that'll make it look very like robotic. But that's pretty much the hardest part about drawing him, I think, is this hand in particular. So once you got that down, you're good. Oh, also if you want to do a little like curve line on the tips of the fingers here, just to show like a little bit of bending, you could do that too. So now that we've got that done, we can just go into his body now, and we're actually going to start with his foot here. So his foot, and we're going to keep it light because he's kind of like holding his foot here, so we're going to draw the hand over it, but I'll just kind of draw it in a little bit. So basically what we're going to do is draw a curve line, like where his knee is, and then we're going to go down and then into kind of like a V again as it goes up. So you should have a shape that looks like this. And then what we're going to do is draw a line going down the middle here, and then a line going across like this right about here. And then what we're going to do is start at the edges here and just draw a line going down, give it a little bit of a curve in, and then it's going to go over and then up like that. And then same thing on this side, so it's going to go down, have a little bit of a curve in, go over, and then up right about there like that. And then for the foot itself, we're basically just going to get kind of like this little almost U shape like that. And then what we're going to do is get a line that hugs this line very carefully like so. And then here we're going to get a line going down and then over, around, and then connect in like that. And then here what you're going to do is you're going to get like a nice little kind of V shape, or not even V, just a line going up, over, and then down, kind of like a little rectangle. That's the word I was looking for. And then little detail lines here is kind of like on the corners right here. You're just going to draw a curve line curving up like this, and one curving up like that. And you're pretty good. That's pretty much it for the leg here. And now that we've got that down, I guess we can just draw in the hand here. So this hand's slightly easier. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to have kind of like a series of ovals here, and then like a thumb right there like that. And again, you want to keep them kind of like on that arc. But basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to handle it the exact same way we handled the other one. So I'm going to just kind of lightly draw in kind of like the finger shapes here like this. So they'd be something like this, and then another one, and then a nice tiny one right there. And then this is going to kind of wrap around like this. We're going to get kind of like a ball there as it goes in like that. But that's good. So now I'm going to erase kind of like the guidelines here. And again, since we drew it so light, and then like the lines that we need like slightly darker, so when I erase, I can still kind of see where it is. Now we're just going to do those parallel line things again. So we're just going to get one kind of like right here like that, another one right about here, then same thing over here. I think I forgot to mention this on the first one, but like a nice little detail what you could do is kind of offset them a little bit. So instead of doing it this one like right here, right next to these two lines, I drop these lines down. I'm going to do that kind of for each one of these. I'm just going to kind of do it slightly below where it is. So that makes it look like the fingers are going down. Just darkening the lines that we want. Like so. Like that. And again, if you want to, you can draw little curved lines right at the tips of the fingers there. Helps them like kind of look more 3D. And then what we're going to do here is draw the curve line, go around and over, get that little curve line there like that. And then we could just kind of darken in the little part of the knee that we do see. And then here we're just going to get kind of like that half circle, and then a line going in like that. And that's pretty good for this arm. And then what we're going to do is basically just draw a nice kind of curve line that wraps around it like this as it goes up and then over like that and then down. And then here we're going to get kind of like a little circle here, and then we're going to get a little half circle right there like that. And then we're just going to draw two parallel lines connecting them. And if you got like the arms down, that's the hardest part, like the arms and the hands. I think that's the hardest part of that piece. So if you got that down, you'll be doing pretty good. So now for here, what we're going to do is basically just draw a line going across here and then one going across here. This one you're going to get kind of two curve lines. So you're going to get one here that you barely see and then another one right there. And then very similar to like the shape that we did for like under his neck, we're going to draw that again here. So we're just going to draw a line going across and then over like that. Go over there. You barely see it in this picture. And then right here what we're going to do is get a nice kind of oval shape like this. Or a nice circle like right at the edge there. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to get that knee shape and kind of like that front part right there, and then it's going to go into like his foot. It's going to be right there. So we'll start with the knee shape. So I like starting with the top part and just draw a nice little curve line. And it's going to go over and then down, over and then up like so. Then we're going to get that line going down the middle here. That line going across here. And it's going to dip down and then over. And again, you can kind of have it curve in a little bit, go over and up like that. And now here what we're going to do is going to go straight into the foot shape. So basically what we're going to do is start here and just draw a line curving down, kind of going over, around, and then up like this. And now here what we could do is kind of draw a line going out, kind of curving down, and then in like that, connected to the foot. And in the foot here we'll see that one curve line, and since this is more on like the side, we're not going to see like the second one that's like over here, just because of the angle. Whoa. And now that we've got that done, what we could do is just draw a nice little curve line that hugs the bottom of the foot here like that. And at the very end here, we're just going to draw a line going down, over, across, and then connect it up about there. And then get a little rectangle right in the middle here for his foot. And then what you could do is draw a little bit of a circle here. You'd see just a little bit of it. And then two lines connecting in like that. And I believe we are finished. That's how you draw Emerl from Sonic Battle. A little complicated. Again, the robot characters usually are because they have a little bit more detail than the normal Sonic characters. Mainly because like the robots, you get a lot of like detail right here in like the fingers and kind of like this leg portion. Which I didn't connect this line in. There we go. So that's pretty much it for how to draw Emerl here. I will take the sketch that we just did and leave it up there like that. I will take the inked version I did beforehand and put it up there as well. So you should get a nice image of both of them. So on the left hand side here, you see the one that how it would look if you went over with an ink pen, kind of erased all the guidelines, and then you have the slightly messier sketch that we did on the right. But anyway, thank you MD Hosan for the request. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy Emerald now. If you guys have requests, just leave it in the comments below. I make a drawing video every Sunday, so just tune in then and see if your request popped up. Oh, and before you ask for a request, I do have I've done a ton of them, so please check the playlist before requesting one. I might have already done it. That's the only thing I ask. So when I get doubles, it kind of confuses me and messes up the list a little bit. So just want to mention that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.